Hello friends, I'm Tim Wildsmith, and in this video we're going to be taking a closer look at a brand new Bible from the Sovereign Collection by Thomas Nelson, and it's in the RSV. Okay, I think I've only done one or two videos about the RSV, the Revised Standard Version, on my channel before. One was the review of, a couple years ago, Schuyler released an RSV Quentel that was very popular, a beautiful Bible. I know that I've mentioned this Bible on my channel before. This is I don't know if it's a first edition or if it's a second or third printing, but this is the original RSV Bible. Yeah, this is a 1952 edition of the RSV, which was when they first released this translation of the Bible, this beautiful kind of burgundy hardcover by Thomas Nelson, who published the RSV when it first came out back in the 1950s. I really enjoyed researching and learning about the RSV for my book called Bible Translations for Everyone, which is coming out later this year. The RSV is the father of the ESV and the NRSV. So the NRSV that came out first in 1989 was an update to the RSV, and then Crossway purchased the rights to the RSV or licensed it so they could produce the ESV, which first came out in 2001. So the RSV is the predecessor to two translations that are still extremely popular today. There have been several Catholic editions of the RSV. I think right now we're on the RSV 2CE, the second Catholic edition, which is very popular in that world. So even though the RSV is not like one of the top-selling Bible translations, it is still very important in the history of Bible translations in English, and a lot of people still really love it and like to read it. And so there are publishers who are continuing to publish a handful of new editions of the RSV, and now Thomas Nelson has added one in their Sovereign Collection. They make Sovereign Collection Bibles in the KJV and the NKJV, and now they're releasing the first RSV edition. This is the personal size Sovereign Collection. This is a really great Bible. They released it in a few different bindings and colorways and things like that. I got this lovely brown leather soft edition. It's a very nice synthetic leather that's actually really affordable. And as I've just flipped through this Bible over the last couple days, I've thought, man, this is a great option if you want to check out the RSV and spend some time with it. And you don't have to pay premium Bible prices for it, but you get a really great quality Bible. So I'm going to do an overhead video, show you everything that this Bible has to offer. It's the RSV Sovereign Collection from Thomas Nelson. Okay, first things first, it comes with this beautiful little slipcase with kind of the green version there. Here is the box for the King James Version. You see like a green color for the RSV, the gold color for the KJV. I got the brown leather soft edition. They have three leather softs, brown, black, and purple. I'll put links in the video description so you can check them out. And then they also did a black genuine leather edition. That's what I got in the KJV a couple years ago. This is really nice. It's actually edge lined. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if they did edge lined on the genuine leather edition of this. Tim Nichols got one of those. He got one of all of them. So you should go watch Tim Nichols' video after this. I'm telling you to watch someone else's video. Go watch Tim Nichols' video, see if he tells you if the black one is edge lined. My guess is that it is. And if he doesn't tell you that, then you should leave him a comment and ask him to verify for you. So this is really, really lovely. Nice texture. It's got a perimeter stitch and a triple tooled line that's indented in there. Very, very nice. The spine is kind of classy. It's got this gold leaf look to it. Holy Bible, raised spine hubs. And then, of course, it says Revised Standard Version, red and brown ribbons. This is just, it's very, very classy looking, and these are incredibly affordable, and I love this synthetic leather that they use. So again, brown, black, and purple on that options. Size, this is 5.5 inches wide at the text block, 8.5 inches tall. By my measurements, it's about 1.6 inches thick, so a little bit over 1.5 inches. They call it personal size. I would personally say that it's not personal size. It's a little bit too big. I would call this a mid-sized Bible, but oh well, a lot of Bible publishers do that, but looks good. Okay, let's open this up. Presentation page, there you see that kind of gold leaf design from the spine following us inside the Bible. I like that touch a lot. It says Holy Bible. It's got a title page, Revised Standard Version. Here's your copyright page. There's not a lot of RSVs being published right now. You see the copyright back in 46, 52, and 71. These Bibles are printed and bound in India. I did notice that in the very back of the Bible, it has a note that says they use the NRSV comfort print typeface, so kind of keeping it in that same family. The NRSV is obviously the update to the RSV. So here you have the preface to the RSV. If you've never read this, I would definitely encourage you to check it out. This is a very integral edition, translation of the Bible in the history of Bible translations. Really set the ground for many of the more modern translations that we have today. List of books, and then you get the text of scriptures. You'll see it does have a short book introduction before, they call it concise on the website, before every single book of the Bible. It's got 2 columns of text, drop caps at the beginning of the chapter, red accents obviously on the page for the chapter numbers, the section headings. There's a thin red line at the bottom of the page. Let's see if we can get that to focus. And then you're going to have your cross references and your textual footnotes down there at the bottom of the page. Really, really nice design, very classy look. This is a Smythsonian binding. It's black letter text in the New Testament, but it still has all of these red accents on the page. And I'm going to show you something cool that it does in a moment. But it's a 9.5 point typeface. Again, NRSV comfort print. Very, very readable. Look at that. Great look, great feel, easy to read. I will say that what I have noticed about this Bible is that the print, I wish it was just a little bit darker. It almost feels like the typeface in certain areas is like a gray. And so I wish it was just a little bit darker, because I think that would help it pop off the page a little bit more. When I'm sitting here looking at this and like my lights are hitting it, or when I was reading it the other day in like natural light, I did find it a little bit, the glare kind of messed with the page a little bit. But otherwise, I think the typesetting is really great. And then they did something different in this one, where in the previous one, so here's the KJV, you notice that they do 2-column text, and then when you get to Psalms and Proverbs, it goes to single column. Look at that. It's a great design. Kind of borrowed from Schuyler's Canterbury design. But that's a cool little twist that they did in here. And with the RSV, they didn't just do that with Psalms and Proverbs. They started in Job. So you have Job is single column, Psalms is single column, Proverbs is going to be single column, and then they keep going, I believe, in Ecclesiastes and Song of Solomon. There's Song of Solomon and, yeah, Ecclesiastes. So you get 5 books of the Bible, these poetic books in the middle of the Old Testament, that they do a single column. I personally like that because I think poetry really works better in single column than in 2 column. It's just a little bit more comfortable to read. So, but again, nice look and design. Overall, pretty consistent, straightforward. End of page references and footnotes. Concise book instructions at the beginning of each book. And then, yes, when you get to the New Testament, it's still black letter for the words of Christ, but you have all these red accents on the page. Now, there are a few things at the back of the Bible as well. Let's get back here, end of Revelation. A few different little charts and things like that. So Revelation ends on page 1454. Then you get a chart with all of the parables of Jesus. It's kind of cool to see them compared to one another. Notice that they only show you the parables of Jesus in Matthew, Mark, and Luke, because there's just way fewer parables, if there are any, in the Gospel of John. And the miracles of Jesus, a chart with all 4 Gospels. There's a 1-year Bible reading plan that has little check boxes in it, so you can check off what you're reading as you go. It just says read 3 chapters a day, Monday through, what does it say, Monday through Saturday, and 5 chapters on Sunday is how they go about it, but you can check that off, go at your own pace. And then let me center this for you. And then we get a topical index, so different topics in the Bible with these drop caps for the headings, red for the entries, and then you see the different places in the Bible where it talks about these topics. Couple pages of notes. There's that little note about the NRSV typeface, comfort print typeface designed by 2K Denmark, and then a set of slightly glossy Bible maps back in the back. And that is the RSV Sovereign Collection. So there you have it, the Revised Standard Version, Personal Size Edition, part of the Sovereign Collection by Thomas Nelson. I would love to know what you think, so leave me a comment and let me know. As always, I'm going to take some photos of this Bible and post them on Instagram and Facebook, so please come find me online and say hello. I'll also put links in the video description to where you can purchase one of these online. If you are convinced that this Bible is right for you and you want to spend some time with it, click one of those links. They're affiliate links. Those help me. They give a little bit of a love to the channel, so to speak, so that would help me a lot. Thank you to Thomas Nelson for sending me this. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and definitely surf around on my channel and check out some of my other Bible-related content. Like I said, my goal is to help you find a Bible that's right for you. There's a ton of incredible Bibles out there, and folks like Thomas Nelson who are publishing lots of new Bibles all the time. So I try to review as many as I can so that I can share them with you and you can make an informed decision about buying a Bible. And once again, I did write this book called Bible Translations for Everyone. There's an entire chapter about the RSV in that book. If you have not pre-ordered your copy already, please click the link in the video description and do that as well. I think you're going to love that book. I know I loved writing it. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.